tops on. And let's go ahead and take a seat. And take a moment in your seat to shift a little side to side, move your sitting bones. And then root, press down with your hands, either pressing onto your legs, or you can always root with your fingertips on the floor beside you. And lengthen your sides, lift up tall. And then as you let your eyes close, take a moment here with your breath. Tune into your breath moving evenly in and out of your nose. And then add the detail of a longer exhale. As you extend your exhale a little bit longer each time, let your inhales happen naturally. Pressing the breath out on the exhale so that maybe you're coming to about double the length on the exhale compared to the inhale. Another couple of breaths this way, bringing that emphasis to the breath. Then relax and let go of this emphasis. Simply take an inhale and exhale in and out of your nose. Bring hands to connect at heart center. And as you press palms together, lift up higher with your heart, lengthening through your spine. And exhale, bow toward your heart. And softly opening your eyes, release your hands down and give your shoulders a couple rolls back. And then roll your shoulders forward. And now bring fists to your low back. And we'll start here with opening up through the chest. So a little press down onto the upper glutes, the low back muscles, and lift up and open through the chest. Shoulder blades on your back. Take a big deep breath as you hug elbows back toward each other. Then inhale, rise back up. Hands walk out to your knees and press your spine back into your cat-like pose for a moment. Take a deep breath, expanding into the upper back, chin tucks down. And inhale, sit tall. This time hands come to clasp behind you. And if clasping is tough on the shoulders, then maybe take those fists at your low back again. But if you're clasped, you're pressing palms together, lift shoulders up and open, expanding through the chest. Take a full, big, deep breath here, long through the back of the neck. And then releasing the hands, take hands in front to clasp, pull forward with the arms and round back into that cat-like pose again. And add some movement here side to side so that you can get a little deeper into the back side bodies. Then back into center now and switch the cross of your legs, coming to the less comfortable cross for yourself. and move sitting bones. And now bringing arms to a cactus or 90 degrees. Think of moving forward with the elbows as you move back with the fingers. So you're doing a little bit of tilting here, but now press arms back. So you're feeling shoulder blades engage. Take a big inhale and lift up through your front ribs. And exhale, engage a little through the front ribs. Inhale, lift up through the front ribs. And exhale, engage through the front ribs. Press back one more time with the elbows. And then cross left elbow over the right to come to either hugs or eagle with the arms. Lift elbows up to shoulder height and draw shoulder blades onto your back. And now little circles in one direction with your elbows. And little circles in the other direction. And then release the arms. Go ahead and simply rest hands down. Give your shoulders a little roll back. And roll forward. And then practice again with your arms. And cross right elbow over the left. And again, either hugs or eagle, whichever feels the best. Lift elbows up to shoulder height and draw shoulder blades onto your back. Little circles in one direction. Little circles in the other direction. And then relax your arms, rest your hands down, and again, roll shoulders back. And roll shoulders forward. And now reach arms out long, fingertips reaching out to the sides, draw shoulder blades onto your back, and then we're going to take little circles backwards with your arms. As you take those little circles backwards, think of keeping your head lifted, back of your neck long. Turn your palms forward, thumbs up, shoulder blades engage, little circles backwards. Giving ourselves a chance to work a little bit through some of that stuck tight fascia that happens. Palms up, shoulder blades engage, little circles backwards. And then relax your arms down. And again, one more time, roll shoulders back and forward. Good. Okay, let's come all the way down onto our sitting bones. And we're going to get a little lower into the body, starting to get a little bit into the hips. So set footprints in front of you and take feet wider than your mat. Take hands behind you. And as you rest your hands here, push down with your hands and lift up and open through your shoulders. Hips are on the ground, but then start to take your windshield wipers using the heels as a pivot point to move side to side with your legs. As you do this, you're staying strong and lifted through the chest. One more on each side. And then back into center, sit up tall, bring soles of feet together into your butterfly and inch your feet a little closer together. And from here, you can hold on to shins, you can hold on to big toes with peace fingers, or maybe fingertips behind you, your choice. But then reach out through your thighs. So you're trying to reach thighs out toward the walls on either side of you. And then release the reach. Reach out through your thighs and release the reach. So it's like you're flapping your butterfly wings, but really you're just stretching through the inner thigh and the quads. You might feel it through the glutes, reach out and release. You might feel it through some other parts of your legs if you just did any kind of workout. So I know sometimes I feel this through hamstrings. So just notice what that is. One more this way, reach out and release. And now we're going to cross Or let's bring right leg out in front of us, left leg crosses over the top. So we're coming into this half version of our cow head pose. And as you cross that top leg over, you can always prop it up. You can always even prop the right leg up so that your knee isn't being pressed against. And then move your sitting bones. And now we're going to take a couple of movements here. So press down with fingertips, lift your ribs up high, and then walk your hands forward as you exhale, taking a tiny bit of a fold. Doesn't have to be a big one. Then inhale, rise back up, and exhale, walk your hands forward, coming into that fold. Then inhale, rise back up one more time. Exhale, walk your way out into that fold. Inhale, rise back up, and now a twist over to the left side. Right hand to your knee or thigh, left fingertips behind you. Press down and find lots of lift and length through your sides. Exhale, low ribs in to help you twist. Inhale, lengthen. One more big breath. Inhale, come back into center, and now counter twist to the other side. You're gonna reach across with your left hand to your shin, your foot, wherever you need it to be. Right fingertips beside you or behind you. Press down, lift and lengthen. Exhale, ribs draw in to help you twist to the right. Inhale, come back into center and switch the cross of the legs. So left leg reaches out, cross the right leg over the top. Find that half cow head version here where you're coming towards stacking knees, but really whatever variation is needed in your body. And then move sitting bones. And now press down with fingertips, lift your ribs. Exhale, take that fold towards your left foot. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, take that fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. One more this way. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, rising back up to a tall spine. Reach your left hand across to your right knee or thigh, wherever it feels good. Right fingertips beside you, lift up tall. As you exhale and draw your ribs in, allow that twist to happen maybe just a little bit deeper. Full inhale, long, deep exhale. Inhale back into center and exhale across to the left side, taking that counter twist. Hold on where you need to with your right hand. Left fingertips press down and find lots of lift and length. Exhale, ribs draw in to help you twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale, back into center. Uncross the legs. Footprints to the floor. And with your hands at your knees above or below them. Inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, press the spine back. Full deep inhale, long full exhale, cat and cow variation. One more big breath. Then as you sit tall here, we're going to come to a seated version, upright version of our figure four. So as you take your left ankle over the right knee for that figure four, you can have your right leg all the ways out straight, or you can walk your foot in a little ways so that you have it legs a little closer to the body. Your choice. Fingertips behind you to lift up nice and tall through the spine. Take a big, full, deep breath as you give your feet some activity. And now we're going to do a little rocking. So legs from side to side. As you take your legs from side to side, just notice through this movement what you're experiencing for sensation. Then back into center now, and maybe you walk your right foot in just a little closer, maybe you keep it a little further away. But give, especially your left foot, a good flex, sit tall, deep breath. And then gently release, setting left foot on the ground, or you can set your left leg all the way out. That's always an option. Find the cross of the right ankle over the left knee. And then again, you're bringing your foot as close to you as your body is ready for. Hands behind, and it can be fingertips or your palms, whichever feels the best. Engage your feet, including the one on the ground. Lift your ribs, lift your chest, and then start a little rock side to side here. And as you rock side to side, you're taking it to that place that feels the best in your body. Recognizing that maybe the movement on one side is different than the movement on the other side. And then as you come back into center, you can decide if you'd like to walk your foot in a little closer, maybe hold on around the back side of your left thigh, or keep your foot a little further away, your choice. Sit tall, take a deep breath. And then gently release your feet, both footprints to the ground. And then we're going to take it all the way down onto our backs. From your back, knees draw in towards your chest, rock a little side to side, letting that space happen at your low back. And now spinal twist here. If it feels good, you can cross left leg over the right and drop your legs over to the right side to maybe rest on a prop. Or they can rest all the way down, but notice the left shoulder. Find that place for your twist where both shoulders can be down. And then for a little more heart opening, come to that cactus place with your arms if that feels good. You can always come to a T instead. Deep breath. Another full breath on this side. And then bring legs back up to center. And before we switch sides, hug your knees in toward your chest. If it's in your practice, then you'll hold on to your legs and slide your hands down your shins toward your ankles. And maybe lift ankles up to about knee height. And then open the legs a little more, maybe draw them toward you. But you get to notice how that feels in your body. A flex to your feet to help you save and preserve ankles and knees a little bit. And then release your hands gently, uncross your legs, and take right leg over the left. Take legs over to the left side for that spinal twist. Shoulders are open here. Feel free to take the cactus arms if you would like. Take a full, big, deep breath, wherever that is for you. One more big breath. Then inhale, legs back up to center, keeping that crossed place for your legs. Hands hold on to your knees, and then slide your hands down your shins toward your ankles here, if that's in your practice. You can always just stay right at the knees and hug them in. But if you're at the ankles, then you might lift them toward knee height, give your feet a flex, and then draw legs in even closer. As you take a couple big breaths here, this is a great place to tune into what the sensations are like for you on this side. And then gently release your legs, and you're setting footprints on the ground. Take your feet out wider than your mat and go through your windshield wipers. And in your windshield wipers, as you take knees side to side, both knees to the right, both knees to the left, take it slow enough so that you can sense each side and what's happening. You can have cactus here with your arms, or you can stretch your arms up overhead and take a little bit more length through your sides and your front body. And now back into center, walk your feet in. And with your arms reaching overhead, if they're not there, then go ahead and bring them there if it's comfortable. Again, you can do this from cactus, but arms reaching gives you a little bit more lift through the low back. So reach long. And then take a big breath into your low back muscles. And now arms back by your sides, cross right ankle over the left knee, and we'll come back to one more version of our figure four here. So lift the legs up toward your body as close as is comfortable. Give your feet a flex, rock side to side. And then with your legs coming back into center now, take your right hand, right thumb into your hip crease, and give your hip a little push away from you. Now with that, keep pushing your hip away from you with your thumb and your hip crease. Rock your legs just slightly over to the left side. Just enough so your right hip is lifted. And then try reaching your sitting bone out to the right and forward. You're giving it that little bit of aid by pushing into your hip crease. Take a couple big breaths with that little extra stretch on your piriformis. And then back into center now. And go ahead and switch sides. Both feet on the ground, and then cross left ankle over the right knee. And lift legs up towards your body, as close to your body as is comfortable, and then add a couple of rocks to let your low back lengthen. Feet flexed, take your left thumb in your hip crease and give your hip a push. Now, as you push your hip forward, start to rock a little bit over to the right side and try to reach your sitting bone out to the left, even as you reach it forward. And now back into center, footprints to the ground. Drop knees in together to touch and take hands to hip bones or one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And take a big breath here, just tuning into what's present for you in your body for sensation. And now find your blocks. Soles of feet come together. Blocks come underneath your thighs or underneath your knees, wherever it's most comfortable. And now if you want, you can find your blanket and create a roll, that roll underneath your neck. Or you can go without the blanket roll, that's okay too. But now open arms up, or you can rest hands against your sides. We'll take a few moments in a reclined butterfly pose here. To take some deep, full breaths. And just allow that natural work of gravity to help you open here. Another couple of breaths here. And now draw your knees up together to touch. And we're going to start to shift our way into a Shavasana. If you would like to add the bolster underneath your spine to open up through the chest a little bit more, you're welcome to. But feel free to shift into whatever variation of a rest feels the best in your body. Where you feel you can release and let go the best. Take a few moments to find that place for yourself. And then start to give yourself permission to find some stillness. Begin to take a deeper breath. slowly and gently start to move through fingers and toes. And as you're ready to, you're bending knees and rolling to the side, whichever side feels best. And slowly pressing yourself back up to your seat. And now bringing hands to connect at heart center with your eyes closed. Take another moment here for a full breath. Have a very peaceful and beautiful rest of your night. Namaste.